I hope you join me on my journey of creativity. And there's going to be things I'm showing on YouTube. I don't have a clue. And by the end of the video, I guess we'll figure it out together. So come along for the ride. It should be fun. Thinking my camera was on. It wasn't on. I'm in my studio and I was just saying to myself, I would like to share with you all my journey. And the proof is in the pudding. I learned how to do watercolors, or beginner watercolors, back in 1990 when I lived in Hawaii. And I just would like to inspire you to do the same, because I get people comment all the time. They come in my store and they go, hey, oh, you're so talented. And it's like, no, it's 30 years of practice. So I want to show you my little journey, and you are going to see the very first painting I ever painted in watercolors. And I mean, it is awful. And it's simple. It's paint right out of the tube. And yeah. Okay, so let's take a look here. Here we go. How's that? Do you think a 5-year-old did that? That's what it looks like to me. I don't know what I was thinking. I got little feet here, and I have a shark fin here, and oh my gosh, this is just awful. It's on 300-pound Arches watercolor paper, and I didn't even paint the back of it, but I just kept this to remind myself where I started. And it's a good thing to do that, you know, remember where you came from. So many of us forget where we came from. So here's my first shot at doing a flower. Like, it's really awful. Here, the colors are awful. And maybe if I pretty good, I don't know. Okay, so this is a little further along. So here I started just putting washes down and then creating little designs. So this is like a little abstract kind of thing here. So yeah, you can do this. You can do this. When I moved to Oregon in 1990, yeah, it was 1990. I was only in Hawaii for a whole year and a half. Wasn't long enough. And I had found this artist by the name of Jan Kuntz. This is a fabulous book, and this was written by Jan Kuntz, K-U-N-Z, and her paintings are just fabulous, and I fell in love with her work. And I got this book like 35 years ago. And see, she's got drawings in here that shows you how to draw these particular flowers. And it was the funniest thing because there they are. Looks a lot like my painting. But what I did was I went and I found, there was a place here. It was a hair salon, and these were growing outside. It was just this huge bush. It was just massive, and it was all of these poppies. And I took all these pictures, and I used her book to learn how to paint them. So sometimes you can find some old books that are really handy and have got some good information. So here's one of the flowers I did, and then my big painting. This is what it looked like. And the big painting I have, it's in my bedroom, and it's a big full sheet of watercolor. And so I started playing with watercolors again. Actually, I started with, what do you call them? Alcohol inks. I watched a couple of videos on YouTube. There's some lovely people showing you how to use alcohol inks, and they were really fun. And so then I went back to my watercolors. I pulled those out and started playing with Posca pens. And here you can see I played with Posca pens and different colors. And here's another one. The one here where I love blues. Blues, I guess probably my favorite color. What can I say? And so there's that one. And I use gold pen to outline everything. And then here I just played around with pinks and did these irregular shapes. And did doodling again, splattered gold on here, and just play. Just play. So in 2020, I learned how to do faces, finally. I have tried to do faces before. Here's a face I did. Just kind of a self-portrait. And I did that back, I don't know, probably 15 years ago. But I took my own face when I was younger and I traced it on here. So I did not draw this. And it's terrible. The eyes are terrible. And what I'm thinking of doing, I like all this. And what I'm going to do is go back and redo the face using acrylics. So this was actually my first face I did in 2020 when I was working on, it was through willa.org, and great teacher, Tamara Laporte. Okay, so here, this is one I did with pencil. You can see I've gotten a lot better than the eyes. Totally pencil. Okay, now here's a wild one, and I'm going to go back over her as well. She's kind of wild and crazy. I don't know. I kind of like her, though. But, yeah. So there's that one. Okay, now I want to show you the progression of how we get there. So this is just kind of a loose drawing, and I took a workshop from Emma Patet on how to do acrylic faces, and this is how she starts her faces, and they're really kind of fun, but they're messy, and so you're ugly for a long time. So go from that. So here is another one, and I laid down, you always draw your oval, and then you put your eyes in, you've got it all penciled in, and then you start putting in your highlights. So believe it or not, this turned into this. I know, isn't that great? She's one of my favorites. And yeah, I call her Orphan Annie. She's really fun. So practice. So here is one of my girls that I have drawn. And I guess I'll have to paint her one of these days. I drew her on Canva paper, which is like a canvas. And so she'll get done one of these days. And then I don't know if you can see this, but I've drawn this, and she's ready for painting. And there's an elephant here, and there's a face. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's just so faint. Check my focus. There we go. Okay. You see the elephant? So that's the same drawing, and it just went crazy bad. Didn't like it. So this one here, this is on a Canson board, and I'll probably go back. This is just in watercolor so far, but this can turn out good. This can get to here. It can get there, but you have to get past the ugly stage. Okay, so there's this one here. I think I want to call her Adele. She looks like an Adele and the elephant. All right, so then here's a recent one I did, and I put up a video, and I kind of like her. She turned out pretty good. Mostly watercolor. I still have to do the background. And I might put some more highlights on her face, but basically she's done. And here's one of my loose watercolor, I don't know what you want to call these. Oh, atmospheric. Oh, senior moment. Those things sneak up on me all the time. This is one of my atmospheric paintings. And these are really easy to do, guys. They're really, really easy. Anybody can do this. And you know what? You feel so good when you do it. And all this is some blues. I got a little bit of green in here, some gold, and some white. And this is gouache. So basically, your watercolors and some white gouache and gold. And you got it. It's done. All right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little inside peek at my journey into watercolor and mixed media. And so get out there and paint something. And don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate that. And if you want to be notified of my next video, just press the little bell and you'll be notified. I don't bug you. It's okay. Anyways, go forth and paint.